VMware's thinking when they're creating this vCenter thing. We are then going to install vCenter Server and then ESXi. So ESXi is the hypervisor. Okay, that's the thing that does the virtualizing. You're going to put ESXi on one or more, hopefully more, physical hosts in your data center. The more hosts you put it on, the more VMs you can manage. And then one of those VMs will be a VM running Windows that runs vCenter Server. Simple enough. Now, vCenter Server is it's essentially the management tool. It's the management platform that enables you to interact with your hypervisors, your ESXi hosts, and then also all the VMs that you're running. You can connect vCenter Server directly into a single ESXi box, or you can connect it to a set of them, which is the preferred configuration, so you can operate all of them as a unified infrastructure, and that's how we're going to do it. Today, even though you can plug it directly into an ESXi box, these days people just want to run 3 or 4 or 6 or 32 ESXi hosts in one big cluster and then allow themselves to abstract the resources of those machines for use by virtual machines. Once we've built the operating system, okay, once we've got a Windows box running vCenter Server, and once we've got a couple of hypervisors up and running, we're going to start working on the network stuff and the storage stuff and the data storage stuff. So we got to get the networking up so that we can get the storage up, and then we got to get the storage up in order to get the data stores up. And I'm going to focus on Ethernet-based storage pretty strongly here, just simply because our industry is moving very much so towards Ethernet-based storage, whether that be iSCSI or fiber channel over Ethernet. It's just the industry seems to be moving in that direction. And also because if you are a fiber channel shop and you have real fiber channel HBAs in the back of your hosts, of which there are still very many of you, for the most part, that configuration, the majority of the work is done by the storage admin, and you just sort of receive one or more LUNs. Right? You light the thing up, and all of a sudden, poof, LUNs just appear. So there's not that much to do comparatively from the ESX side or the vCenter side as it relates to storage in a pure fiber channel shop. Now, Ethernet-based storage, fiber channel or iSCSI, you did a little bit more work to do. You've got to do some IP addressing in certain circumstances. You've got to do some failover stuff in certain circumstances. So that's why we're going to spend most of the focus on that with the switches and the storage and then ultimately the data stores. Then and only then, at nugget number 8, can we actually start working with virtual machines. And so we're going to work with virtual machines, we're going to create them, we're going to administer and migrate them. This is the vMotion topic. And then we're going to get into the very, very cool topic of VMware clusters. This is, you are both welcome and I am sorry, the longest of the videos in the series because VMware clusters are both just really awesomely cool and also there's just a lot there that you need to know. So that one is one that you may want to watch a few times because there's a lot of content in there, and it's really, really, really important. We then go through rapid deployment with cloning and templates. And then from here down, we're going to go through some of the individual topics that are absolutely required for running your environment. But the build of your environment starts here and goes to about right here at number 11. And at this point, these are they're kind of branching from there. You have to do backup and restore. You probably should update your hosts and profile them. You'll probably want to move to distributed switches at some time. You're probably going to want to implement security. So all of these are the additional topics all the way down